Since I made contents on Malta here on my YouTube, a lot of people seems to be very, very interested. And they're asking me, Sir Comedy, give us the latest updates on Malta. Because the study period is close by, and people said they already have ways to get to Malta. They said they want to apply for visas to get to Malta. Some people said they have travel agents who want to apply for visa for them to go to Malta, but they just want to know from me before they can go ahead to process those visas. So that is why I am here, to give you guys the latest updates as it concerns Malta. Because normally, because traveling can be very, very tricky, and by so doing, I am supposed to be giving updates on these countries maybe once a week or twice a month, because people are making their moves every single day. So that is why I am here to give an update on Malta. So please do well to subscribe to this channel if you have not yet done so, and also give this content a big fat like so that YouTube can recommend this content to other people who might as well be interested. And I want to thank my returning and existing subscribers. Thank you very much, guys, for your trust in me, and I promise to continue to deliver legit travel updates as I have always done. Now, for those of you who are interested to go to Malta for your studies, I will encourage you to embark on it, as long as you have the financial ability, or you want to call it financial capabilities, to study in Malta. Please, it is a good place to study currently. Because the reason why I'm saying it is a good place to study is that the aim of many of our African people, or let me say the aim of some people, is to go abroad and study and be able to explore opportunities of getting jobs during their period of study and during their period of post-study. So currently, there are jobs available for students in Malta, because I said it in my previous contents on Malta that last year Malta gave the highest number of jobs to new graduates. They gave the highest number of jobs to new graduates in the whole of Europe in terms of percentage. Higher percentage of new graduates in Malta that got job last year was around 96%. That is to tell you that out of every 100 new graduates in Malta, 96 of them got jobs. Can you beat that? So in a country where students graduate and quickly get jobs like this at that rate, it is obvious and evident that there are jobs currently available for locals, or you want to call them indigenes of Malta, and foreigners. And also for those people who intend to go and work in Malta and not through the study route, there are jobs available for foreigners as well in Malta. Because one thing you also have to note is that Malta is like an island very close to Italy. And people have been moving to Malta, not today. And I encourage every one of you, even though Malta seems to be like a small country, an island, Malta can be your your stepping stone to mainstream Europe. For those who follow soccer, football, a lot of our African footballers were once in Malta before they got their major breakthrough to mainstream Europe. And in Malta, you can work and also be able to save money. Usually, there are many places in Malta where the cost of living is very, very cheap. And there are many people out there, instead of them to ask for updates, they just get travel agents, they process visas to some countries where they can hardly even feed, not to talk of getting jobs. It does not make sense when you travel like that, because that is the same kind of journey that people embarked on going to a place like Vietnam, Bangladesh, Malaysia, India, Kuwait, Hong Kong, Singapore, Bahrain, Qatar, China, UAE, Cambodia, Vietnam, just name it. It is not as if some of these countries, they are not good. They are good countries. But these countries are usually not countries you go with a visitor visa with the hope of working to convert. Many of these employers in most of these countries, if I tell you what people working there with visitor visas are telling me, you will not believe. These countries are usually great and big from the outside, especially when you are in your countries. But when you get there, it is a different ball game. So that is why I am here to encourage you to do your due diligence before you travel. Let me know in all the comment sections of my social media handles, pages, even here on YouTube. I am traveling to this place to start comedy. What do you think? Most times when I see comments like this, I make videos on them so that other people can also see it to learn from it. My own is to see you guys travel and travel well. So Malta is a place I will encourage you guys to consider now because there are opportunities there. Usually these jobs are not going to be waiting for foreigners forever. People are going to these countries already to get jobs. That is why you see that before we even know anything about jobs, these people from Asia, they're already there. The Indians, the Chinese, they get information sharply. So me, I got it and I'm passing it to you to please make use of this opportunity. Many of you are after Luxembourg, Poland, Canada, US, UK, Australia, New Zealand. These countries are good. But everybody cannot just make it to these countries once. This is not to discourage you. This is to let you know that there are countries you can use as a stepping stone to your country of choice. For instance, there are people who went to Qatar, and when they got to Qatar, they were lucky to find jobs. And eventually they reached out to me and said, Osa Comedy, this is how the life in Qatar is currently like. People reached out to me from Kuwait, UAE, Bahrain. And when I assessed them, after they told me what they were earning, I told them, I said, with what you are earning currently, I believe you stand a brighter chance of applying for Canada visas US visas and getting them. I mean the visitor visas. And many of them did. And some of them got it. Some came here, went back, but at least they have that visa already. They can visit here anytime. So it is very, very important for you to do your due diligence. Abroad, get abroad, like we say in our pidgin parlance. There are some countries you go to, they are very fine, very beautiful, but to get jobs there, very difficult. Especially if you go to these countries with visitor visas. There are some countries where you can easily do things with VV, like I have clearly stated in my previous contents. But in some countries, especially when they just see that you are from this part of the world, Africa, they tend to want to, be funny. So, which is the reason why I encourage people. Your travel agent is telling you there are job opportunities here, does not mean you just have to agree and pay. You have to do your due diligence, do your research to know if that country, if people there, they are receptive to foreigners. And there are many countries travel agents have packages too. And usually it is tourist visa packages. And most of the times, these countries are not countries where you can really work with the visitor visas. Are not countries where employers are even ready to give you employment to be able to convert. And in many of these countries, especially in Asia, if you go there and get a job, you will have to leave that country to your country of citizenship to process your work permits. So I am here to tell you, instead of going to all these Asia continents, Malta is calling. Whether you are going there for studies, there are jobs for international students. If you are going there to work, there are jobs for foreigners. So this is what this content is all about. My name is Nosa Comedy, guys. I will see you on my next content. Have a good one, guys. Thank you.